Yo, what's up with it, y'all? It's JD and James, and we're back with another quick video. In today's video, we're gonna be talking about the misconception that you cannot train your legs, you can't train your lower body by using your body weight only. So plyometrics is a training method that I've been using for years. This goes back, I've probably been training plyometrics for 20 years. This goes back to my days of playing basketball in high school and even in college a little bit. And with plyometrics, there's three phases to it. You have your speed, you have your agility, and then you have your explosion. Your explosion is going to be things like jumps, your vertical leap, your broad jumps. Your agility is going to be things like your quick twitch movements, moving laterally, and your speed, that speaks for itself. That's you running in that straight line as fast as possible.
Yeah, I think when you structure a training program, begin with the end in mind. A lot of people think about training legs and all they think about is, heavy squats or these big heavy movements. And, that's one potential target if you want to get stronger. But I know for me personally, right now in my phase of training, I really want to focus on functional movement. I used to compete in Olympic weightlifting and, I was really pushing my max back squat and it got me really strong. But what I noticed is I had a big fallout in my endurance and in my functional movement. Going hiking was a nightmare when I had these, huge legs. And I realized that, training jumps is gonna keep that explosion up, but it's also gonna keep your legs a little bit more athletic. You're gonna be able to move around better. So pick out a target, make a goal, and then that's gonna decide how you structure your training program.
Another thing about training, like more athletic style training when it comes down to legs, you're not gonna have those huge tree trunk legs. So if that's what you're looking for, then maybe you do wanna stick to the weight room. But if you're looking for athleticism, those sculpted legs that are extremely lean, when you think about athletic legs and plyometrics, you have to be thinking about how a horse's legs look. You got those real strong quads, and then it's almost like a Band-Aid, or I mean not a Band-Aid, it's almost like a rubber band, how explosive those legs are when they get to churning and moving. So think about that in terms of what you're looking for in terms of building those strong athletic legs. And if you're somebody who does calisthenics as well, you're not gonna wanna have those huge legs because it's gonna hinder you on a lot of your skill movements. So think about something like a front lever or a back lever. If you have those heavy legs, that's gonna be like a weight, that's extra weight just sinking down. So
yeah, pick your target. If you're in endurance and you wanna run marathons or 5Ks, that's going to be a completely different style of training. Doing what we're about to show you is great for that athleticism. If you're looking to be able to dunk, if you're looking to be able to sprint fast, this is what this is designed for. If you're looking for endurance, you're probably going to find a different channel, and then you're going to focus on that more long distance style of training. And if you're focused on strength, you're going to be into that more weight room, heavy squats, deadlifts, and stuff like that.
All right, guys, let's get into it. I'm gonna share with you guys, we're gonna do either 4 or 5 exercises, 5 exercises out of my tool belt that I consistently use with plyometrics. All right, guys, so the first exercise I'm gonna share with you guys is single leg bounds. This is a good one for explosiveness and, vertical jump as well as broad jump. All right, guys, so the next exercise is gonna be an agility-based exercise. This one is going to be lateral stabilization jumps. And basically what you're doing is you're going to be jumping laterally, forward and laterally, but then stabilizing yourself once you land. Thing is about this exercise is that it's not as important how far you jump. It's more about that stabilization. You don't want to be landing, and be hopping like this.
You want that Simone Biles landing, right?
Yeah, you want that, exactly. You want that Simone Biles landing where you're landing on that one foot
like
and
a dart.
You know what I mean? It's just like a dart, exactly. All right, guys, so here's kind of a mix of agility and speed. This is going to be a karaoke run into an all-out sprint for maybe about 30 yards. So the karaoke run is going to work on your footwork and your agility, and then that all-out sprint, of course, is going to work on your speed. So guys, it's important that when you're training plyometrics, you want to train both sides. So you don't want to be dominant on one side and not the other. So when you're doing karaoke runs, if you do a karaoke run into an all-out sprint going to your left or your right, like I just did, then you want to switch it up and go to your left. So we'll actually start from this side. You can start. You can just go from there and then just get me over here. All right, guys, so this is probably my favorite plyometric exercise to work. It incorporates a broad jump, also incorporates a squat, and it also incorporates some vertical explosion as well as that speed. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to do some broad jumps into squats over these mini hurdles, and at the end I'm going to explode up. When I'm done with that, I'm going to an all-out sprint. So start off with the squat jumps. So guys, James just did a different variation of the same movement. What he did is he did not incorporate the squat after the jump, but he just kept going quick twitch. That's another actual attribute of plyometrics, is that you want to be jumping fast. It's not just about jumping high and jumping far, but it's also about jumping as fast as possible. Me and James talked about this yesterday. Sometimes if you're quicker to the jump than your opponent in whatever sport you're playing, it's better than being able to out jump them, you know, vertically or
those
yeah.
2 inches just for that to beat them there.
Exactly. All right, guys, so the last exercise I'm going to share with you guys is another good plyometric exercise that works agility and explosion. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be doing a lateral jump on one foot, and then once you get to that other foot, you're going to explode up on that other foot. All right. That at the end of your workout as a burnout. All right, guys, we just got finished with our plyometrics workout. This is actually, you know, a new thing for James. Just like James is kind of coaching me up on those front levers, I'm kind of coaching him up on some of these plyometric movements. And you know, sometimes these movements don't really come that natural to us. So it's a good thing, like James said in a video that we did about front levers, is that you need to record yourself. You need to see what your technique is. A lot of times when we're sprinting, we might not have those arms pumping. You know what I mean? We might not be leaning forward enough, or you know, we might be too flat-footed on our jumps, or whatever it may be. So you have to, you know, kind of coach yourself up. And if you have somebody has a little bit more experience in plyometrics or calisthenics or whatever it may be, you got to go to them for counsel as well.
Yeah, that's like I was talking about in the front lever video, and always record yourself, because what you think you're doing and what you're actually doing are completely different, you know? When you watch yourself on film, you can break it down, and then for skill movements, I think it's important to just change one thing at a time. Don't try to change, you know, 5 different aspects. For me, I'm working on the sprinting. Right now, I'm actually just focusing on the arms, and I noticed I was leaned back a bit, but you know, you pick one element and you focus on that for maybe a week or so, and then that's going to become a new movement pattern. You're going to create a new neuro engram, and then the next time you do it, it's actually your body's going to automatically do it. You put that into your subconscious, and then you can consciously make another improvement, and you're slowly kind of building that movement pattern into the complete picture. So just micro victories. You got to keep track of them, and you just got to be looking to get a little bit better each day. But anyways, guys, that's it for the video. If you guys found value in this video, if you guys learned a thing or two, go ahead and share this with one of your friends. If you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to James' channel.
That's Jay-Z Calisthenics. Subscribe to my channel, that's Growth Through Calisthenics, and subscribe to our joint channel, that's High Octane Calisthenics.
Yeah, we have an Instagram too, High Octane Calisthenics, and then we're also dropping a website, highoctanecalisthenics.com.
And if you guys are interested in training, just hit us up, inquire about it. James, I'll leave his email address in the link in the description. You guys can book a free consultation with me on my website. That's travelsthenics.com. If you guys are interested in getting in the best shape of your life, hit up that website. We'll holler at you guys later. Peace.